So good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful, wonderful start to the lovely new week. The week that could be the announcement of Aubameyang's new deal, which from what I've read and what I've seen and all the hype and everything that's building up to it, looks like it's only a matter of days away from being announced. He has signed, as far as I've been told, and it looks like it's going to be announced this week. Well, let's hope it's going to be announced this week, because they fully trolled us last week with the Willian deal, and they dropped a picture of Willian at 14 minutes past 2, 14:14, trolling us, the Arsenal admin, last week. I do think it will be announced this week, and I do think that it'll be the best signing we'll make this summer, because he scored 29 goals last season in all competitions. He's absolutely relentless. And it's got to be the signing of the summer, not just for Arsenal. It's got to be for the whole of the Premier League. Timo Werner's a shout. You could throw Timo Werner in there. But listen, Aubameyang has done it 2 seasons straight for Arsenal. Before that, he was smashing it over in Germany as well. It has to be. As soon as it is announced, it's the deal of the summer. There's nobody that can gazump that deal. 29 goals this the season that's just been completed. 20 odd goals the season before, Golden Boot winner. It's the best signing that anyone in the Premier League can make. And listen, it is going to get done. It is done. It's just a matter of time of announcing it. And we know that Arsenal love to long things out. They longed us out for over 2 weeks on a Willian deal, like it was the second coming of Ronaldinho or something. So we know that they're longing us out. I've said this many, many times that since the cup final and Aubameyang went to France on holiday, he wouldn't go to France if the deal weren't done. Since then, there's been so many rumours, so much talk. Arsenal for a whole day were just tagging Aubameyang in every single post. It's done. They're dropping subtle hints here, there and everywhere. And it's just a case of announcing it now. And it's, like I said, it's the signing of the summer. And it is a signing that makes us believe we can actually get a little bit better. Because if he had left, Jesus Christ, what would we be doing then? We'd have lack of threat up front, who scores, 10, 12 goals a season, Martinelli, who's injured, and Eddie Nketiah. There'd be our 3 strikers for next season, unless we went and obviously replaced him. But can you replace Aubameyang right now? The only player that you could go out and say is banging him in from another league outside of his, Lewandowski. So can you really go and replace Aubameyang's goals for Arsenal? I'm not so sure. Like I said, it would be the signing of the summer, and it is done. It's just a case of announcing it. I don't know when they're going to announce it. As far as I know, it'll be this week. But we know, like I said, that Arsenal do love to long things out. They do love to tease us, to take the mick. They tend to try and suck the life out of everything. You know, we knew Willian was an Arsenal player. He put a statement out himself. Chelsea put a statement out. And 5 days later, we decided to go and announce it. So, you know, I don't know what took so long with that one. But this Aubameyang deal has been going on forever, and it's been going on since probably January and before January. I remember when he put the statement out in his programme notes for the Leeds United game on the 6th of January, saying that he loves the club, he wants to stay, etc., etc. So we're now in August, and it still hasn't been officially announced, but it is, as far as I'm aware, a done deal, and will be announced hopefully this week. Let's move on to another player. This is funny, this one, because there's so many. This Arsenal social media is mad. Yeah, we're better than the FBI. Seriously, how people find these things is ridiculous. Now, AFTV posted a picture up on their Instagram profile of Gabriel Magalhaes, saying that Arsenal have agreed a fee, the deal should be completed, etc., etc., etc. His dad liked the post. He's since unliked the post, but his dad liked the post. It was only about a week ago, another Instagram account posted a picture of Gabriel, and then Gabriel liked it and followed him. So then later down the road, unlike it and unfollow him. So it's all a bit of a madness. But listen, Gabriel, the deal has been done. Whether it's to Arsenal, and he picks Arsenal, he has got a choice of Arsenal and Napoli. It's a straight shootout between the two of us. Is he going to choose Arsenal? Personally, I think he will. Why wouldn't he? Arsenal are a bigger football club than Napoli. We can obviously give him Premier League football. as opposed to Serie A, which, let's be real, is not the Serie A of the early 90s. And the Premier League's where every player wants to be, isn't it? So why wouldn't he come to Arsenal? He'd get to live in London, the best city in the world. And the only downside to it is that the weather's shit in England, and it tends to be quite nice in Italy, doesn't it? That's the only downside. It depends whether he wants to bask in the ambience of the 30 degrees sunshine every day, or whether he wants to train in pissing down rain every day. But Gabriel, like I said, has agreed a deal with Arsenal, but he's also agreed a deal with Napoli. So it's now down to him. Personally, I do think that he is going to come to Arsenal. And again, I do think it's a deal that's going to happen within the next week. The Lille president came out at the back end of last week saying that there's a lot of clubs that have come in for him. He's got a tough choice to make. He is going to go. We said that we can let him go if we hit the right fee. The fee has been hit, etc., etc., etc. So these two players, Aubameyang and Gabriel. Me personally, I think Gabriel is a quality centre-back. We see last night in the Man United game, Diego Carlos wiping out Rashford for a penalty. I still seeing people saying that weren't a penalty. I don't know what planet they're living on. But that is a nailed-on penalty. He went straight through him after the ball went. So for me, that was a nailed-on penalty. But just talking of Diego Carlos, he is a quality centre-back. But I would rather have Gabriel. It'd be nice to have them both at centre-back, wouldn't it? But we've obviously got William Saliba. I do think we're going to get rid of some centre-backs this summer. We have to. We've got way too many on the books. There's a story doing the rounds about David Luiz potentially leaving the club, which would make sense as to why we signed him up to a new deal. Sign him up so then we can get a little bit of a fee for him. That would make perfect sense. Maybe Arsenal are not as dumb as I think they are. So yes, we shall see what happens with that. Thomas Partey is another one. That story won't go away. Now, last night, just before I started doing the watch-along for the Man United game, Fabrizio Romano tweeted out that the Aubameyang deal's close. Thomas Partey is 50 million cash or nothing, 50 million euros cash or nothing. And Gabriel, again, has agreed a deal with Arsenal, but it's also Napoli involved as well. So, listen, when you see all these stories doing the rounds, it does look like Arsenal are trying to make waves. I do think, like I said, that the Aubameyang deal is going to be announced this week. I'd imagine they tend to announce stuff on a Monday or a Friday. So don't get excited about tomorrow, because it probably won't be tomorrow. It's Thierry Henry's birthday today. Whether that makes any difference, being number 14 and all that. Some of the permutations are hilarious, aren't they? Oh, it's Henry's birthday today. We're going to announce it on his birthday. Like, who makes this shit up? It's the same with, oh, let's announce it at 14-14. Come on, man. Arsenal wouldn't do that because it'd just be cheesy as fuck. Although saying that, they might do. They actually might do. But yeah, Thomas Partey, Gabriel, and Aubameyang. Let me ask you guys a question in the chat, because I can see your comments going mad. If that was to be all we did, William, Gabriel, Partey, and re-sign Aubameyang, where do you think we'd finish in the league next season? Spam the chat with it. While you're doing that, smash the likes up on the video as well. I will be dropping a Premier League video. I can see a lot of you asking me about Joe Hart to Tottenham. Oh dear, Joe Hart, you know. I will be dropping a Premier League transfer video afterwards. We're going to speak about Pedro as well. It's just landed in Rome, and he is going to Roma by the looks of it. So yeah, I'll be speaking about that. Here we go. 14-14 on Thierry Henry's birthday. Arsenal announced a Vinay new contract. Oh dear. But yeah, I do think, here we go. You lot are spamming the chat. Fourth, sixth, fifth. A lot of you saying fifth, you know. Still don't think that would be good enough to get top four. Danny Ceballos, yes. That leads me on to Danny Ceballos. I forgot about him. Danny Ceballos is going to be in pre-season training with Real Madrid. Apparently, he wants to return to Arsenal. Arsenal obviously wants him. They've made that pretty clear. Arteta's come out and said it. Said that he wants to keep hold of him. Obviously, he's not our player, so he's gone back to Madrid. And he's going to be training with Real Madrid until a deal can be announced. That's funny. But the deal hasn't been announced, and it hasn't been arranged, and it hasn't been It hasn't been agreed. And it is going to cost quite a bit of money to get Dani Ceballos back next season because, listen, let's be real here. If we go and buy him, we're talking over 20 odd million quid. If we want to loan him, then we're going to have to pay a loan fee and then again an option to potentially buy him. And then you've got to look at it as well and say, is he going to help us going forward next season? Personally, I think he would. It's a Euros year. This time next year, we would have just finished the Euros and everyone would be looking forward to the next season. So he is going to want to try really hard next season to get in that Spanish squad. And I do think that he could help us go up the table, definitely. I've said this a million times before. It doesn't necessarily matter what we bring in. It's what we have to get out. And we know the list of players that I want to get rid of. We know everyone's saying anywhere between 4th and 8th still. So you lot are mad. Somebody did say 1st, but not sure about that one, mate. But it's a more case of what we get out. And, we know the list of players that I want to get rid of. What's worrying me is the fact that this transfer window has been open for a good couple of weeks now, and we haven't got rid of anyone. Literally nobody. The only ones we got rid of are 2 lads on loan to Gillingham. So it's kind of worrying that nobody has gone yet, and we have only signed Willian at the moment. Yes, I know there's plenty of time, but let's not forget here, the league starts in about 3.5 weeks. What's today's date? Today's date is the 17th of August. The league starts on the 12th of September, I think. So how many weeks is that? It's about 3.5 weeks, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks until the league starts, and we've signed William and got rid of nobody. So I think that what we're going to find by the looks of it is that we're going to have a lot of these players still here when the season starts, and we're going to have a lot of them leave whilst the season started. Obviously, that can't be helped because of the whole coronavirus pandemic and stuff like that. It obviously nudged the whole season back. But you would have thought that during that 3-month period, I've said it so many times, man, during that 3-month period where there was no football, that was the time to get these deals done. That was the time to tee up deals for when the window opens. That was the time to get Aubameyang's deal done. Maybe they did do it in that time. I don't know. Like I said, that's done. It's just a case of announcement time, But what were they doing for that 3.5 months? I don't know, because we've still got all these players here, and we've only signed William, who was on a free. It's a bit worrying that we're going to go into a new season 3.5 weeks down the road and absolutely nothing apart from Williams come in and nobody's gone out. Kind of worrying. But let's get some of your thoughts and comments. Smash the likes up if you haven't. There's 1,700 people watching this. Only 200 likes. What are you doing, people? What are you doing? And after I've done this video or this stream, like I said, I will drop a Premier League video. We'll speak about Joe Hart, Pedro and a few others. So yeah, do smash the likes up. I love you, Lee Gunner. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you very much. I love you too, baby. I love you too. We're the most controversial club. We're the slowest, that's for sure, mate. We're definitely the slowest in the transfer market. Amadou Diarra is close. Torreira has accepted a move. I don't know who's giving you your information, my friend, but according to the best journalist on the planet, that deal ain't even in the pipeline. So I don't know. We shall see. I might be wrong. He might be wrong. We shall see. We shall see. Afternoon, Daniel. Everything's fine, my end, baby. We're all good as always, man. It's 36 degrees here today. Loving life, mate. Loving life. So the quicker I get this done and the quicker I get that Premier League video done, the quicker I can go back and enjoy the sunshine outside. But don't forget also, if you haven't downloaded Flick, the link for that is in the description of this video. Do download it because we can continue these conversations in that chat group after the stream ends. So make sure you come and join in on that. There are 5 moderators on there now as well. So if you've got the moderator badge next to your name, well done. Congratulations. We need to improve our backline, says Crafty Guna. Definitely need to improve that. And for me, I look at it and I think that Saliba's there, obviously. Gabriel looks like it's going to get done. Fingers crossed he picks us instead of Napoli. And I see a lot of you saying, Naples is beautiful. Naples is beautiful, mate. But let's be real. This is the Premier League and it's London. Yeah, it's fucking London, bruv. No, one of them ones. So yeah, I do think he will pick us. I do think it's done. And I do obviously think the Aubameyang deal is just waiting for an announcement. But we do need to sort that backline out, because we've got Saliba. We could put this guy in. And then we've got Tierney at left back. For me, we have to go and get a proper right back, or get rid of the one that's there right now and put Maitland-Niles in there, and then have Cedric as backup. Yeah, then get rid of some of them centre backs, get rid of 4 or 5 of them centre backs, and then go and buy another proper centre back. You know, then you've got 3 proper centre backs, and you can keep a Mustafi if you want to. You can keep a Socrates there if you want to, or even a David Luiz. But you've got to have 2 or 3 proper centre backs there, and then it doesn't matter if one of the backups ain't that great. But there you go. Thank you, Augustus. He says, Lee, your streams are interesting to watch. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Talk about the party deal. Already done that, mate. Already done that. Been there, done that. Won the T-shirt. Won the T-shirt, mate. Joe Hart, you know. I can't believe they're signing Joe Hart. That's a madness. That is that. Seriously, I see that news break and I was like, that's got to be a parody account. Yeah, and then I realised it weren't. But there we go. When's the next members stream? That will be probably Thursday. We've got watch along tonight, watch along Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah, probably Thursday. Thursday's a free day. I'll do another one on a Saturday as well. So yeah, man, it'll be level 3 next. Level 3 members stream will be Thursday. And then we'll go level 2 on Saturday. So yeah, man, Thursday and Saturday. We have 3 right backs already. Says checks. Well, listen, we've got 2 right backs and we've got Maitland-Niles, haven't we? And Maitland-Niles is the best of the 3. For me personally, I think he should stay there all season. Play him at right back. Get the money for Bellerin. Go and put that into something else in the team. The midfield, for example. Then keep Cedric as backup. Thank you, Connor, for your donation, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're well. Do we need Cedric Suarez? Yes, as backup. I think we do. As backup. We should sell Xhaka and buy Decore. I agree. Get rid of Xhaka as quick as we can. Useless footballer. Not good enough to represent this club. But he will be here next season. He will be here. And he'll probably be captain or vice-captain. But there we go. Get Coutinho, party. Magalesh says, Emmy. Not sure about Coutinho, man. I know he done all right when he came on the other night, but not for me, mate. Not for me. Do you think Socrates will leave? Potentially, yeah. He is into the last year of his contract, and so is Mustafi. So I do think that these players that are coming towards the end of their time in contract length, they've got to go, man. Otherwise, you're just letting them walk for nothing, isn't it? Even if you get a couple of million quid, it's better than nothing, isn't it? If we get 6th, but won the FA Cup and Europa League, would you say it's a good season? We can strengthen in the next summer window. We're winning 2 trophies. It'd be a fantastic season, mate. So yeah, I'll take finishing 16th and winning both of them. Let's do 3 more. Then I'm going to get myself out of it. I will be doing a watch along tonight. Don't forget that. Inter Milan tonight. Internazionale Milano. We're going to do that this evening. So make sure you come join in for that one. And I will be dropping the Premier League video very shortly, like I said. I will also be doing a stream about 6 o'clock. It won't be 5, it'll be 6. Make sure you download the Flick app and we can continue the conversations on in that. Nearly on 400 people on that. And we've only had it, what, 5 days, 6 days? Really enjoying using that app. I'm not doing so great on the Predictor League on there. It's not going too well at the moment. In fact, let's have a quick look and see who is top. Also, if you haven't come forward to claim your winnings for the Fantasy Premier League from last season, the first 3 places have all come forward. So well done to them. Top prize last season was 250. Second place was 150 quid and third place was 75. All 3 of them have come forward. Yeah, 4th down to 10th have not come forward. I did post it all over my social media accounts. Check your fantasy league. If you finished in the top 10, you've won a prize. Cash money, baby. So if you want to come forward and collect that, feel free, because I am looking to pay you. And we've got 385 people on the Flick app. And Jamie is sat top, 14 points. Then Sammy D is Second on 13 points. Look at me, I'm 32nd. That's shocking. Look at Esme up there in joint 5th. These girls are putting us to shame. Look, Elijah's there as well. Jesus Christ, you girls are smashing us up. But listen, download the app. It is free. The link is in the description. The link is in the chat. Let's do 2 more comments and I am going. When are the fixtures out? Talk to me, Rashid. Talk to me. Talk to me, darling. When are the fixtures out? Yeah, there you go. You're top of the league, baby. You're top of the league. Let's see if you can get the Inter Milan game right tonight. But when are the fixtures actually out? Does anybody actually know that? Because it'd be nice to go through them when they're announced. You must be buzzing since you weren't confident Aubameyang had signed. Brother, I am buzzing. I didn't think he'd sign. Real talk. Did not think he would sign. And here we are in the middle of August with him on the just waiting for the announcement. It's pretty mad, really, isn't it? Gabriel and Saliba are not the answer. They're talented, but they need a midfield and have mistakes in them. We won't suddenly be great. Well, that's very cautious and very true because, listen, I've seen a lot of people going on that Saliba is the second coming of fucking Tony Adams. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, and if he's anything to go from what I've seen of his highlights this season, he's kind of sloppy at times. And let's not forget here, he did finish in a team that finished 17th in the league or 16th in the league. Yes, I know he's only one man out of that team, but that doesn't, I know they got to the cup final, but 16th, 17th in the league, I don't know, man. Listen, let's just be cautious with these signings, these centre-backs. Gabriel's fantastic, but Gabriel's a little bit older than him as well. And he's had a bit more experience in first-team football over the years. So I think if you put them both together, they can grow together and learn each other's games as they go. And listen, I've said this before. If we get rid of half of the shit that's at this football club and finish 7th or 8th next season, but we've done it with overhauling a lot of the squad and putting some kids in, a couple of new signings in, I'm all for that. Because then I do see there is a process. But if we're going with Granit Xhaka, Bellerin, Mustafi, Louise, Kolasinac, Socrates still here, you know, all these other players, Torreira, Xhaka, we're going with all of them again next season. There ain't no process. The process is, oh, we're just going to say there's a process because all of you will just jump on it and say, trust the process. Well, there we go. And on that note, on that bombshell, I'm getting myself out of it. Listen, download the Flick app if you haven't. It is really good. Loads of polls. I'll put up another quiz later if I get a chance. And the predictions on there are sick. Don't forget, if you have downloaded it, you get the emotes in the bottom right-hand corner. It's virtual cash. They're called pixels. Make sure you use them. Yours truly gets paid. So, and you know, it's all about profiting off of everything. So send that money in. Listen, all have a wonderful afternoon. I'll be back in about 40 minutes with a Premier League video. Laters, peeps. Laters.